Let's see. What did you do during World War II?
What to do?
Yeah.
Drove a truck and haul war products.
To where?
To Norfolk.
Now Norfolk went that when they went on ships overseas from there. Norfolk's a seaport.
Okay. Do you remember anything about the bombing at Pearl Harbor?
Oh yeah, December the 7th, 1941. We were down Grandma's ship. It mattered when it happened.
What about the D-Day invasion?
Yeah, June the 6th, wasn't it?
Megan, give him a little longer to answer before you go to the next question.
June the 6th.
I forget the year.
You know what year it was? I don't.
I can't remember what year it was.
I was about 45, wasn't it? 46.
I'm not gonna sit there.
What do you remember about it?
Wait a minute, what?
What do you remember about the D-Day invasion?
All I know is a whole lot going on and lost a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
All that thing down in Bedford, that whole battalion, got all of them, lost them all.
The National Guard,
National Guard in Bedford.
Bedford, Virginia, lost. They had like 200 guys and they lost like 193 of them. It was something else. There's a big memorial down there today.
You want a picture of it?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
Cool.
Can you cut that off and pause it?
Yeah, pause the red one.
We can have chips. We can have chips.
Picture of?
Huh?
What's that a picture of?
It's a big thing down in Bedford to build a big, all of them people from Bedford National Guard, not all of them got killed in that invasion.
It's not working.
And that's what that is about.
There you
It's
go.
a memorial
Yeah, it's a big thing down at
Working
Bedford.
now.
in Bedford. Wow.
I got some more information on it, I don't know where it's at.
Do you remember anything about Hitler and the Jews?
I remember when he killed all them Jews. I don't know what year it was though. I don't know what year he killed them all, but boy, he run them through that concentration camp.
Yeah.
You know, there's a man in Waynesboro, not too long ago, he survived that camp.
Did he?
Got away from it. He did a piece of paper not long ago, he was here in Waynesboro.
Did he have a number on his arm?
Huh?
Was it tattooed?
I don't know, but he was a Jew, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he got out, they was going in to march him, you know, and some way or other he got in a sewer line or something. And survived that thing.
Do you remember anything about the Victory in Europe Day?
What was that?
The Victory in Europe?
The day the war was over? Yeah, there was everything, and see, we had so many Germans over here in the camp, you know, and they didn't know what, they was working on the farm and all like that, you know, and they was afraid, didn't know what they was going to do, so they put them all back in the camp that day. Kind of didn't know what they was going to do, you know what I mean? I was in Richmond, and they closed everything down the next day. We come on home at night, and they, everything was shut the next day. They're like a holiday.
Do you remember about the atomic bombs on Japan?
Yeah, remember when they dropped that thing too? What year that was now?
45 maybe. 45, 44.
Yeah, I remember when they dropped it though, like that, you know.
Let him. Anything else about that? You think anything else about the
No,
two
can't think
bombs?
of anything about it, but the Japanese, they thought the world was coming to the end, you know. They didn't know what happened.
Yeah, they did that.
Howard, he was in my brother Howard, he's in Hawaii. They was trained to invade Japan, you know. And this is one man I was with him said, "It's a shame to drop that bomb." Shannon said, "It's not." Howard told him wasn't either. Said, "If you hadn't dropped that bomb, you and I wouldn't have been here neither."
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't. I mean,
Oh no, they were expecting when they invaded Japan. They figured they would lose 80% of the men that invaded Japan. Thought that was probably a low estimate.
How old were you when you were delivering the? How old were you when you were delivering the missiles?
What's your
Or the,
How old were you during World War II?
When
About
you
20.
did-
You'd have been about 25.
25, somewhere along there.
25?
What, young boy?
Is there any stories you have?
Yeah, what?
Stories about something interesting that happened?
Tell them about the blackouts.
Well, we had had blackouts, and everybody had to have dark shades of windows, you know, and no lights at all. They had warden walking around. Everybody had a light on, peck on the window, turn the lights out. And I was down in Norfolk one time and had a blackout down there for the city, and they put a smoke screen up, just high as a building. Couldn't see.
Huh.
It blocked everything off with a smoke, somehow a smoke screen over the whole wall, all of the Hampton roads.
Went to a certain height and rose to a certain height.
Just
and
come
got
down
real
to a certain
thick.
height.
Oh, okay.
What was that for?
But you can see underneath it was funny.
Planes flying over, couldn't see through it, couldn't find the cities.
Couldn't see through it. It's funny, we went in Norfolk that night, and lights just, street lights was out anyhow. But lights on the truck thing just showed, and just looked funny, looked like it was running under a ceiling.
See, back then, Matt, the bombing was line of sight, looking for cities and lights and bridges. Now
Well, they
it's
never got to us, but they thought they could.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah, that was all in preparation.
The coast was more protected
Yeah.
than That's wild.
What other stories can you think about? How about talking about gas rationing,
Yeah,
meat rationing, no tires?
couldn't get no tire. You had to really be up to get tires. We couldn't get no tires, but we didn't go nowhere anyhow, you know.
Yeah.
And they give you a little book with stamps on to buy so much gas. I think we could get about maybe 5 gallons a week, something like that.
Wow.
And you had the meat was rationed too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it had little red things I had to buy meat with, like when you can find it. Sugar, same way. You get some, had a book, I already bought the books down the end of the sale. They had them, I say. It had a little book that had coupons in, you pull them off so long to get sugar, not very often.
Yeah.
Here we don't
Let's
even know
see.
where it warned.
What else was, I mean, the rationing, gas was rationed. Of course, it didn't have tires. They used to have drives, remember, to collect metal and...
Oh yeah, all kinds of drives, pick up all kinds of metal and sell them. They were doing that back a year ago, sending them to Japan, sending back to us, didn't they?
Oh yeah, Japan sent all that back in foreign cars.
Back up about 1937, 38, metal was high. And they sell in Japan, you know, New York State's is dumb, wasn't it?
Oh, right before the war.
Before the war. And Japan bought all with metal, made ships and everything, then threw it back at us.
Now they throw them back.
Were any of your family, did any of your family fight in the war?
Yeah, Grandma had a first cousin over here at Lynchburg, who was in the war. Had a first cousin down down Cross Keys, got killed in the war, in the army. He was this young man, wasn't over very long. He got killed, Nathan Sherman.
Yeah. And Uncle Ed.
Gage was in the army.
Yeah, and Uncle Ed, the man that we buried here about 10 years ago, you wouldn't remember Uncle Ed. He was in the service. And
Who?
Uncle Ed Batten.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was in service 2 different times.
Yeah, Bill Campbell.
He went to North Africa and clear up to invasion of the Bay.
Is that right?
Fought all the way through North Africa.
And Uncle Bill Campbell was in
He
the
was in
Army.
the Philippines. He said he was in that there that death march crossover and marked on people.
Was he in there?
Well, no, what is that march was with this? And the soldiers go over and invade something.
Okay.
And Bill said walking one night, and it was, I don't know who the man was in Waynesboro, but Sergeant Bill said, listen to him. Said, that's the man in Waynesboro. Come beside of Bill like that, said, what you doing here? Hit Bill on the shoulder, said, shut your mouth, Mr. Camel. Bill said, never did see him no more.
Oh, I remember Bill telling that story. Yeah. they played ball together.
Yeah.
Got drafted, got separated, and ended back up there in the war one night.
I'm marching along like that, and Bill called his name, said, Mr. Cal, keep quiet. He said, never did see him no more.
Do you have any stories about delivering the trucks full of stuff during World War II?
What?
Do you have any stories about delivering the missiles and stuff?
Anything you can think of happened with Wilson during the war, or delivering, or?
Never did a whole lot of torpedoes over here. Redford and Ringhill, West Virginia, and offered, but they weren't live. They were torpedoes, but little shell
Just
was
a
separate.
shell.
All them separate. You know, we didn't haul them.
You didn't deploy on them.
One we hauled about that long, but that big round.
They were still loaded with powder though.
No.
Yeah, but they wasn't no good.
well,
Just like a
that's
shotgun shell, you know, one
no.
little cap fire.
Yeah, I got you.
And you know, all the bridges between Washington and Baltimore and up like that, there was wasn't no lights up there like that, and there was a guard shack up here on the bridge each end, and one down there that was guarding the bridges all the time over railroad and all like that.
Is that right? Keep
Yeah.
from being blown up. Yeah.
Gosh. We don't even.
Wasn't no
We didn't
tunnel
do
down
that
in
today.
No, but we don't even act like we're at war. This is so different now.
Yeah.
This war's so much smaller than a world war.
But all the big bridges across big rivers down north and Washington, Baltimore, all of them was
I didn't realize that. Never heard that.
had little shacks up there and, on each end of the bridge, and some underneath stayed there all the time.
I guess that's why they call it a world war. It affected everybody.
Did that. What else can you think about in terms of trucks or highways or guards or
No,
checkpoint? Any checkpoints you had to go through?
only unless you're going in the naval base, you know, something like that. But we didn't do much of that. I mean, local people done that, you know.
Right.
The only place I ever had didn't have trouble getting in was up here by Warrington. There was some kind of place over there, and you used to come down there and drop off or something like that, and you'd think you'd never go get in the place. Take long to get in, we'd put off 2 packages.
Is that right? What else you got, Megan?
Did you ever buy any war bonds?
Oh, I bought a whole lot. I bought Shannon all one time. I think anybody done cash flow, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, $25 war bonds. I know where the man got one now that we delivered to him in about 1942 on Christmas Day, a 1925 war bond, never been cashed. What's the worth date?
Well, be interest about 5% interest every year. It'd be, how much? What was it, $25 bond? Probably.
Delivered it a couple of days before Christmas. Missed glass down $250.
Probably a couple $1,000s today. Easily a couple $1,000s. Easily, maybe more than that. Maybe 5,000 or 6,000.
But just about I don't know what's happened now, but just about 3 years before Alva died, I stopped there and talked to him about it. I said, "Where's that? So I wasn't safe where y'all put it that night."
How about that?
And never was the cash.
How about that? Well, it's still good.
Huh?
Cash anytime he wants.
No, I cashed all the hours all the time, you know, years ago.
Is there any other like battles or events that you remember specifically?
Not really. That battle where the Marines put that thing on Iwo Jima, that was a big battle. I remember about that. Where they put that statue up on
When
Iwo
the
Jima.
Marines are pushing the flag
Put
up.
the flag up here on Iwo Jima.
That was a big battle. What else you got? Oh, going to page 2.
Well, this one's not really questions, but there's some. Do you remember anything about the Korean War or Vietnam War?
I remember, but I don't, you know, it wasn't published like the American War, but yeah, I remember the thing, Korean War and the Vietnam War both. I ought to have J. Thomas there to tell you about the Korean War. He's there 3 times. Jim Swisher's nowhere too in Korea.
Yeah, he was.
No, Vietnam.
Yeah, Jim was in Vietnam.
That's where this man was. I didn't say Korea.
No.
Yeah, he was in Korea and then went to Vietnam twice. That's what it was.
My goodness.
Wonders a lot.
He's a good big man. He's a good, honest man, but they said that came down there one day and said, you know what happened to him? Said you was so honest that they didn't want, you wasn't worth killing over in Vietnam.
What else you got?
If you saw him about 2 minutes, you'd think you knew him all of your life.
Oh.
What kind of uniforms did our soldiers wear?
Dark green, wasn't it? Shit? Yeah, dark green wintertime.
Dark green. They
One wore khaki in the summertime.
Yeah, and they weren't the camouflage
No, they weren't,
that they wear today.
No, it wasn't camouflage. They was a solid color.
But they were a color to kind of blend in, you know, the natural colors.
I think when they was fighting, most of them wore kind of a khaki thing, didn't they?
Yeah, and they had this hard helmets, and they had nets on the helmets. And then what they would do in the jungle, they would stick branches, and leaves, and stuff
Yeah,
in
all
the
the
helmets. And,
So couldn't see them very good.
it helped to break the vision.
Were you living in this house during World War II?
I sure was. Moved here before the Pearl Harbor. Moved here in September, and Pearl Harbor in December the 1st.
And you ain't moving out till you ain't moving out, are you?
No, I ain't gonna let y'all move everywhere. No, I'm not gonna move. When you go to the basement of the shed, I'll be going.
Now we will think about it.
The worst thing right in this room right here.
What's that?
Grandma's room. All the
Sewing room. Got as much material as Walmart's got.
I tell you what the worst thing is. You go out and live Henry Curd, ain't nobody else got the patience to have a sale like this.
I'm not gonna have
That's what I'm saying. You go out and live Henry Curd, and who we will get to have it? Ain't nobody else got any patience to have a sale like this.
You know, I don't believe in them. Jennings gonna have a sale.
I don't know.
Huh?
All this is being recorded.
Oh, okay. Why, is it making noise on?
No, it's all being recorded though.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. All right, what else you gonna say?
What did you think when you first heard about the war?
Well, we just didn't know much about it. We never had heard much about Pearl Harbor till that day when they come home and got the paper and said, "Boom, Pearl Harbor. Where's Pearl Harbor at?"
Well, you know where it is now. It's in Hawaii. But
Yeah.
You're out with your wife. She haven't worked tonight? Oh, it's Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. Don't need a new hobby.
what other questions you got?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm alright.
pretty much about covered all of it.
Pretty much about covered them.
That was.
Such pretty well covered them.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you'd like to add that I could put in a paper?
He didn't go to either war, but he's given his, like...
I don't know what was bad then. You wanna know what I done on Monday after Pearl Harbor?
Sure.
Hey, I remember that like the thing. On Monday after Pearl Harbor, I took a truck right down Waynesburg to Lynchburg. Never met so many convoys coming back to all my born days, the day after Pearl Harbor.
What'd you take to Lynchburg?
Load of soap and products, stuff like that, Procter & Gamble.
My goodness.
I never seen so many army trucks coming back from the south in all my born days.
So getting ready to go, weren't you?
That was the day after Pearl Harbor, Monday. Ray used to remind that every year.
Yeah.
It's funny how I never did forget nothing like that, wasn't it?
Well, he could remember it.
How much do you think prices back then have changed to today?
How much is the price of
How much do you think prices changed?
Hey, how much was a cup of coffee in World War II when you was running the truck?
5 cents?
5
A
cents.
lot of truck stops give it to truck drivers.
Give it to you for free. And we
5 cents a cup.
And we just came from Starbucks, and we got 3 cups of coffee. Of course, now they were special coffees, but it was $8.56.
Are we still on it?
Yeah.
Price on everything.
Did you get interview done?
About But
Well,
double three
we
times
got-
that.
Oh, more than that, yeah.
some stuff, but we
He said
never
coffee
put it
was
in
a nickel.
paper, so I'm gonna
He
use
said
as
coffee
much
was
as
a
we can,
nickel,
as
man.
much as we
So
have.
I showed
Can we
him.
pause it?
Hey,
No.
you used to go to the house and 6 Coca-Cola for a quarter, wouldn't you?
Carton of Cokes, little Cokes, 25 cents.
6 of them. We'd get a quarter and walk down and get right down here.
And then we'd take the 2-cent deposit on the bottles, but we could take them back. He wouldn't charge us. We'd just
But
take
you know
them back.
what? For the price of Mom's drink, you can still buy a 6-pack of soda.
Yes, you can.
It's $3.49. You can still buy a 6-pack of soda for the price of that drink.
But you could have bought.
You know, that's just crazy, though.
But you could have bought 5 cups of coffee for the price that 6-pack of Cokes back then. Coffee being a nickel.
Did you do anything to celebrate after the war?
No, we just come home and had a day off, is all I know.
Come home and
So everybody had a day off after the war?
The country shut down, didn't do nothing.
What was that day called?
Armistice.
What was it?
Armistice.
Armistice Day.
Armistice
I've heard
Day.
that, yeah.
It's not something we celebrate now.
Well, we do. It's November.
It's on the calendar?
November the 7th. Isn't it?
Veterans
We
Day
probably
now, it wasn't
should.
celebrated now.
Veterans Day. I think they changed the day a little bit, but the guns fell silent.
That's probably on our calendar still. It's just not that date is probably on the calendar.
The guns fell silent. See, they had a treaty, and they agreed. Okay, well, but they didn't stop fighting right away. They said we're gonna, everybody signed it, and they said we'll stop fighting at midnight tonight. And they kept throwing lead to midnight tonight, and then it just was over.
That's ignorant. It's so weird, isn't it?
We gotta pick a time.
It's still weird, isn't it? It's cool.
Then Ed Batten, he come out of the army, he was in reserves, sent back to England, helped rebuild England.
Yeah.
Europe. A whole lot of men had to go back 6 times. Just,
Yeah.
I guess that's what they would do over Iraq going any days. Send them back to build it up what tore down.
What kind of weapons did they use?
Oh man, rifles and all kinds of cannon, torpedoes, I really don't know. Had a lot of battleships now, you don't need a battleship, do you?
They have aircraft carrier now.
Huh?
Aircraft carriers now.
Isn't that what they mean?
The battleships are big guns.
Well, they got yeah.
Oh, they got some, but don't need them like you did then.
They use those for long range missiles now. I mean, they wouldn't shoot regular.
Did the war make any impact on schools during the war?
Well, I imagine it did. I just don't know what. A lot of the young boys out of school went to Army, but I really don't have much effect on the schools.
Just kept on going.
Do you remember any vacations that you took during the war?
What?
Any vacations you took during the war?
No, we didn't take no vacation. We didn't go.
Didn't have a 5 gallons of gas to get there, did you?
That was a hard time.
We never went anywhere during the war, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Went to church.
Yeah.
When did the Depression come in? Was that way before the war?
Yes.
Oh, that's
It's in
way
the
back then.
It
30s.
was the 30s.
Yeah, it's 30s. We just finished
I'm
it.
surprised that didn't cause one.
Let's see. Do you remember what kind of vehicle you had?
Yeah, I had your grandma had a 35 Chevrolet coupe.
All right.
That's why I married her. She had her own car. A girl with a car.
Yeah, she had her own car.
Was there any difference in the kind of clothes you wore during the Depression or World War II?
No, there was cotton, and then you come along with polyester, you know what I mean? But we dressed just like we did now, you know what I mean, overalls. And ain't much different in clothes, except these old boys who wear some old baggy breeches.
Were there any specific changes that happened for you? Or like, how did it affect your family?
Well, not really a whole lot. But they had them as farmers, and they always had plenty to eat, you know what I mean, and all like that. Most everybody always had a little something to eat. And everybody had a job then and going to work. Everybody went to work. Men went to Army, and the women went in the plant and went to work.
Let's
Your grandma Neff, she worked in a plant. She ran a forklift in California.
Yeah, but when she in the, some kind of little bit of service, one of them wax or something?
No, but she was right there on she was working in the shipyard there in San Diego.
Did you lose a lot of friends in the war?
Huh?
Did you lose a lot of friends in the war?
Oh
you
yeah, I
knew?
lost 1, 2, 3, 4 first cousins.
Mm.
And Mary lost 1 first cousin I know. Might have been more than that.
Wow. A lot of people.
Let's see, I lost 5 first cousins in the war.
Mm.
Were there any businesses that made it big because of the war? Were there any businesses that were doing real well during the war?
I guess that I really know what business it was. The Wayne Manufacturers done a big business, kind of. They made war material stuff, little pieces for ships and things all like that,
The
metal and all like that.
man out of California made all them ships. What was his name? Kaiser. Kaiser
Yeah,
Limited.
that's right. Yeah, made, Kaiser built a lot of ships.
Made all- The people that were working with metal made the money. They were making the ships and the tanks and the jeeps and they were regulated as to how much they could charge. They couldn't just charge whatever they wanted.
Sam Wainwright got into the plastic business, right?
That's
Plastic hoods and airplanes.
That's right.
And you were truck driving during the war?
Mm-hmm. That's the reason they didn't get in the army, but hey, if it hadn't dropped that bomb in Japan, I'd have been going. I was ready to go.
Next in line. See, he got a deferment because his job was
Hauling and fence stuff, you know.
so he wasn't drafted right away.
But I went to Roanoke, be examined. A little while before I dropped that bomb, you'll be notified when you call.
All right.
Never was notified. I dropped that bomb and
Must have made a big difference in it.
Then you talk about something that made a difference in your life. That made a difference in your life.
did that.
Yes, it did.
Is that what ended it? Or started to end it?
What ended it?
That did end it.
That ended with Japan. It was over the next day.
That was World War II, right?
Yes. But see, there
Well,
was,
dropped 2 of them things over,
yeah,
before
there
they
was
really
two
ended.
fronts of World War II, Germany and Japan. And they dropped a bomb on Japan, on Hiroshima, then the next day they dropped it on Nagasaki, and the war was over in Japan. I mean, it was nothing. They realized we can't win this.
They didn't know what happened. The United States didn't hardly know what happened.
Do you remember listening to any like the president's speeches or anything on the radio?
Yes, I don't remember better, but Gabriel Hiebler, he always give a thing every night at 9 o'clock what was going on, you know, just like the news now, you know.
Who was that? What was his name?
Gabriel Hiebler,
Gabriel Heatwell?
yeah.
Oh, okay. And
He always
then,
give a commentary of the war,
the president was
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt and after him Truman.
Then Truman was there when
Yeah.
the war ended.
I brought that just in case, but we got the video camera, so yeah. Let's see. What else?
This thing is bad.
Is that it?
Yes, probably everything.
Let's see, what else?
What else was it?
What grandma do during the war?
Well, she worked down in Crompton for a while, you know what I mean.
What Crompton make?
Made velvet and some kind of material for parachutes or something. Or some
Okay.
kind of army material, I don't know what, but khaki material for the
Uniform.
uniforms.
Grandma was an inspector.
She was inspector for the velvet and the khaki when I was there.
Yeah. So
Well,
she
it's
was,
all rolled in old khaki, but the big round, but they're like that, wrapped up in paper. All them things, someplace, old Lynchburg, where they made uniforms, khaki uniforms.
is that right? My goodness.
Where did you haul the missiles and stuff to?
To Newport News and Norfolk down in there.
It's a
Shipyards.
shipyard.
Shipyards.
Did they keep it secret? Was it a secret?
Oh, not really. The people knew it was coming, you know what I mean, like that.
was your favorite food during World War II?
I guess potatoes and potatoes, beans. I don't know. You had a lot of vegetables, but the local growing. You know what I mean? Produce, citrus fruit, something like that's hard to get a hold of. You know, bananas.
Wasn't Polish sausages or Japanese cuisine.
Wasn't too many Japanese restaurants, man. So meat was pretty scarce, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did y'all raise chickens here in the yard?
Huh?
Y'all raise chickens up back there?
No.
Well, Granddaddy did.
You Granddaddy shipped it, did you?
Yeah, okay.
Did you have your
They send
garden?
all the beef over
Oh,
there.
yeah, had a garden,
feed
yeah.
the troops.
We had a garden.
That was over there.
Ray lived in, and then had
And then
another
we're
big
over
garden there in the alley. Down at the old Wilson
On
Farm.
the meat.
We grow big garden. All
Did
potatoes
two
you
big
wanted.
gardens?
Yeah, I had a big garden.
Where'd y'all have a garden at, down Wilson?
You know where the Bubba Sandwich bar down?
Yeah.
Up in that field?
Oh, okay. So y'all had plenty of food. You just had to go get it, didn't you? Had to get it out the ground.
Ray and Mr. Dick, all three of us had, and somebody else had a garden down like that.
Did Grandma have to work?
Huh?
Did Grandma have to go to work?
She worked down in Prompton where they made this macaca material.
Was that because of the war?
Yeah.
She was kind of drafted to work.
No,
No.
But what happened was, Matt, the women needed to fill those jobs because the men that had them were
they
gone.
just did it to take care of the bills
Right.
and everything.
Well,
Yeah.
that and the fact that nobody was down at the plant, the boys at the plant had been drafted. So they had to have women in those plants.
Well, she Miller was in 1936.
Yeah, she was there before then.
Okay, so I
Matt,
didn't. So that's fine. Yeah.
what's going on now?
Did you buy most of your clothes or did Grandma make them?
Well, I bought mine. Grandma made hers. She made hers all her life.
Yes, she did.
Were there any effects on on your community because of the war?
I don't really know, but wasn't nothing going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a little old theater and that's all, but there wasn't no fair, nothing like that, you know, big shows, nothing like that going on. A lot of people went to church and did go to church before, you know what I mean?
Guess that's probably about it.
You got any questions,
Okay.
Matt?
I already had a couple.
All right.
Is there anything else?
I don't think of.
He's a member of what they call the greatest generation.
Yeah, well,
You're a member of what they call the greatest generation. You won the war, then built a nation. All right.
Alrighty, I guess we're done then.
okay, turn your camera off then.